Hello, all my YouTube fans. How are you today? Well, thank you for tuning in today's vlog. If you want to know what I'm doing today, well, I am troubleshooting some issues with the 12-volt battery in the lawn tractor. We're going to go ahead and take out the battery, and I'm going to use my Black & Decker battery charger. Going to do some testing and also some charging on it to see what's wrong with the 12 volts battery in this lawn tractor. I'm noticing some issues when it starts and it gets very cold outside and doesn't want to crank over. That's typically worn out battery. The battery is 6 years old. But let's get some tools and let's get popping this battery out of here and popping it on that charger over there. Well, we got all the cables disconnected from the battery. The negatives on this side, the positives on that side. And I used a couple different wrenches to remove some nuts. I'll put these guys off to the side. And what we're going to do is hoist this little small guy out, but before we do that, we got to take out the Owen charging cable I put in here. Put that off to the side. Make sure nothing connects to ground. Push these cables off to the side. Completely off to the side because we don't want to short anything out. Now, the lawn tractor is now disconnected from the battery itself. And this is a lead acid style battery. Not seeing too much corrosion on the battery itself. But let's go and pop up on the freezer and charge the battery. Now, the other thing, if you're having issues with your lawnmower not starting, do yourself a favor and also check the battery terminals, like the ground and also the positive side of the lawn tractor itself. But I'm noticing, and it does say on here, it says do not remove the positive side of the cable. That's cool. Means you always remove that side first. But that looks pretty good. I'm noticing some wear and tear on the battery terminals themselves, but not too bad. But let's just go ahead and get some own stuff tested here and all the things I can do to fix the battery itself. But sometimes you have to replace it. What can you do? A car battery is bigger than the lawn tractor battery, but this is just a minimal size battery to fit in most different lawn tractors. If you have a tractor and it uses this type of battery, all she is a pretty small one. I got my Black & Decker charger ready to go, but I'm going to actually show you the date on this battery as well. Be very careful when you're messing around with these type of lead acid style batteries. Don't knock this over, don't spill it on yourself because this has battery acid in it. Here you can see the date. That's how old she is. Bring up a little bit. That's a pretty heavy battery too. But you can get these anywhere. Down at Lowe's, down at Home Depot, Walmart, any type of battery place, or even the auto parts store you can get a lawn tractor battery. I got this plugged in, connector was ready to go. Well, we're going to do some testing, check the voltage of the battery, and then we're going to just start charging it. One thing this does have, protective circuits as well, means say if you get the grounds mixed up, when you it doesn't beep like that. Let's say if I put that side there and that side there, Means you got the purity mixed up on the battery. These are very nice clamps actually. I really like this charger. Get that ready to go. Get this side nice and clamped on now. Well, be very, very careful when you're dealing with batteries. We got the battery hooked up, and now we're going to start doing some diagnosis and some testing on this battery. First thing we're going to do is we're going to bring this guy up to here. I can't pull it too much because of the battery behind though. I can pull out some of the cable. This does have a very decent long enough cable as well. But here's the battery voltage. I don't think it's going to pick it up that good. It's sitting at 12.8 volts, and that's pretty good for this style battery, but of course I've been having some issues with it. Now, the one thing you should never do is never charge the battery on ground, but never charge it on top of your freezer like this, but I don't really have a place to put it. I have outlet over there, and I also have some Allen outlets over here, but we want to contain the battery from any type of combustible materials. But we tested the voltage. Let's go ahead and start charging it. And we're going to let this sit and charge. Once this is fully charged, we put it back in the lawn tractor. The battery is finally done charging. Now it's time to take the battery off the charger, put it back in the lawn tractor. And how do I know it's fully charged? Because of a word that says battery fully charged. Now the one thing I'm going to do, check the voltage again. We are up to 13.3 volts. Typically it would start to settle down at 12.9 volts. That is awesome. Let's go ahead and disconnect these guys. And the one thing is, I'm going to warn you, never take these cover things off of the battery if you're going to inspect the acids, what's inside. The battery is full of acids. It's very dangerous. Do not spill this stuff on you. I'm going to pop this back into the machine, and I'll be right back. We got the battery back in the lawn tractor installed properly. I put the positive side on first, then the negative side on last. And I'm going to test it, and we're going to drive her outside and see if she cranks over. But this is so simple to how to take out the battery and also replace the battery if you need to. Now, the one thing is, if you're going to do this yourself, be very careful on what types of tools to use. Typically, the tools I typically use are metal tools, but don't ever short out a battery, because it will end up with an explosion or a fire. I understand it's a low voltage, but it can still be deadly. And I also got the mounting bracket back installed. That little thing that hooks over the battery, got that installed. Alright, there you go. Alright, I apparently have solved some issues with the lawn tractor, but I'm thinking of still replacing the 6-year-old battery in this old thing and giving it a new battery. But please be very careful when you're working on anything, definitely electrical, and monkeying around with your own equipment. Just to warn you, okay? But alright, I'm going to take this outside and I'm going to drive it around a bit, let it warm up, let her idle, let her do what she needs to do, and see if she's going to hold a charge or not. But I don't know. But alright, if you guys are brand new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button, leave a comment down below, please like, please share. Peace out, bye guys and girls, we'll hopefully see you in the next vlog. Bye for right now, catch you a little later, peace out for your boy Chris.